Take your seats, please.
When dinner's on me. Burger King still has that 2-for-1 It's called living the highlight.
All right. You ready?
Time to reconvene.
Order in order. Hey, Ketchum. I know the defendant in the next case, Betty Knight.
I know her too. She lives in my building. She's been in more laps than a napkin.
I went to high school with her. She was voted most likely to.
Most likely to what?
Really? I have to explain that to you?
All right, call the next case.
Court is back in session.
State of Florida versus Betty Knight, docket number 2023-107.
I see that Miss Knight has previously been before us about 5 years ago,
Yes, Your Honor. At that time, she approached an undercover officer and said, give me $100 and I'll make your teeth sweat.
I don't do that no more. You don't solicit anymore?
No, I don't talk to cops anymore.
Well, I don't see a charge in here. What's the charge?
The charge is theft by price gouging, Your Honor.
Price gouging? What's this all about? Your Honor, Miss Knight is, let's say, self-employed.
She's a hooker, Judge.
She's not being charged with solicitation. But this case does have an interesting detail. Well, do you think you can give it to me in a nutshell?
It's pretty simple. According to the charging document here, when one of her customers takes a Viagra, she charges more.
You're damn right I do, Judge. You know how much work I gotta do when that little blue pill comes out? It's only fair. In America, when a person works overtime, they get paid for it, right? Yeah. Well, I want some of that consideration too. You know, all things considered, I have to say I agree with you.
Well, Judge, this woman, she's breached an agreement. She quoted a price, he accepted it. Well, maybe it wasn't in writing, but it was an oral contract.
Hey, there was none of that going on. All right. What say you, Attorney Smith? Judge, I filed a motion to dismiss, but I see the plaintiff, Mr. Longley, is not present. So where is Mr. Longley?
In the hospital. He was unable to make it to court tonight. He's, well, let's say ill.
Don't play games with me, counselor.
Okay, he took a Viagra 3 days ago, and he's still in, well, the ready position.
I rest my case, Judge. So you mean,
That's right. He can't roll over in bed. His kickstand won't go down. And he says it's quite painful and aggravating.
well, serve some right. Do you know how aggravating it is for me? Are you waiving his presence for the hearing today?
I am, and,
Hey, put that thing away.
Funny, that's what I told Mr. Lonely last week.
I object to him waiving Mr. Lonely's appearance. I make a motion to continue this case until that man can be present. Your objection is so noted and your motion is granted. What? I got that one? I got that one. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Knight. Ms. Knight, I know it's tough to find work after retirement age. But if you want to make house calls, may I suggest you try selling Avon?
Well, not much money in that, Your Honor, but on the bright side, at least it won't take all night to make a sale.
Madam Clerk, give them a new date.
30 days from today, 7 p.m.
Ma'am, you're free to go. Hey, listen, be sure to be here in 30 days, and we'll have a disposition of this matter. Call the next case, please.
In the matter of Dodge versus Chase, docket number 2023-110, assault and battery.
Judge, I believe my client is out in the hallway. If I may step out and get her? What's with all these motions to dismiss from the public defender this evening?
Look, she's in a bit of a pickle, Judge. Tonight is the deadline. If she doesn't win a case, they're going to let her go.
Well, she's pretty inept at times, but she does advocate for her clients. As pitiful as some of them are.
Look, Wesson intimidates her. He's so cocky and self-confident that he throws her off.
Well, she better toughen up. If she can't make it in night court, she's not going to make it in the higher divisions.
If she could just get a win to get her rolling.
Well, she doesn't have that much time. We only have a few more cases.
That's right.
I'll go get my client, Judge. Where'd my client go? My client lost her.
Holy cow.
I think I've got time to go get a coffee from the break room.
I think we've got time to run to Dunkin' Donuts.
We're almost there, just a little further now. Can you pick it up a little?
What's your hurry? You got a hot date or something after this?
Dad, look at your foot. Look at your foot.
Oh,
Give
dear.
me that. Give me that.
Deb Smith, Your Honor, representing Miss Chase. Okay, let's get started.
Dan Wesson for the state. I have the moving party here, although she's not moving very fast. Your Honor, last week at Publix, in the parking lot, my client, Mrs. Dodge, was driving eastward down the parking lane, and Mrs. Chase was driving west down the same lane. They both spotted the parking spot by the front door, and as Miss Dodge moved closer and began to pull in, this woman sped up and took her spot. Mrs. Dodge pulled up directly behind Mrs. Smith and bumped the back of Mrs. Chase's car with her bumper and began leaning on the horn. Well, both of the women jumped out of their cars and began yelling at each other, which led to the altercation.
Let me get this straight. You mean that both of these women are still driving?
Yes, Your Honor. After all, it is the state of Florida.
And both of them jumped out of their cars?
Well, that's perhaps a bit of an exaggeration.
Well, it says here that Miss Chase got a black eye, and Miss Dodge received stitches to her lip. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh, what do you have to say for yourselves and this deplorable behavior, ladies?
Oh, she started it. She saw me coming to get that spot.
She didn't even have her blinkers on. How could I know she was going to pull into that spot? I saw it first anyway.
I did too have my blinkers on. You're just a cheating little liar.
You take that back right now.
I will not. Everyone knows about you around the village. You cheated cards. You cheated on your husband. And you cheated me out of my parking spot.
You take that back right now. I never cheated at cards. Darn Edith. She just wanted me out of the group because I trumped her every time. And she didn't like to lose. And I may have cheated a little on husbands 1 and 3, but I never cheated on 2 and 4. You've got something.
I'll come over there and give you another black eye.
You want another lip and some stitches? Bring it on.
Oh, your mother should have kept. Oh, excuse me. Your mother should have thrown you away and kept the stork.
That's it.
I've had it with you.
Come on. Let's rumble.
Oh, boy. This is sort of like fight night at the club, only a lot slower.
Officer Ketchum, hand over the ladies. Ladies.
Well, you better move out of the way, young lady. There's going to be fist pumping and fur flying in a minute.
Are we on candid camera?
Oh, you're going to get it this time.
Not before I pound you into the ground.
It's more like the Twilight Zone?
Can you handle it, Officer Ketchum? Hey, don't get hurt.
I think I have time to take a nap.
I just need to rest a bit. You wait. You wait. I'll be at you in a minute.
When I catch my breath, ooh, You're gonna be one sorry woman.
I think it's over, Judge.
All right, ladies, that was quite impressive. Now, getting back to the case, who threw the first punch, so to speak?
She did. Like HE double hockey sticks. She did. She started it when she bumped my bumper with her crappy old caddy.
Well, was there any damage to either of the cars?
No, Judge, it didn't even knock off any rust.
Your Honor, I make a motion to dismiss the charges against my client and charge Publix for not having enough good parking spaces.
My golly, you're right. It's definitely the Twilight Zone.
Okay, denied.
The state of Florida rests.
Defense? Objection, Your Honor. Now what? The state has not put on a good faith case. Where are the fingerprint analysis? Where's the DNA testing? Where is the report on the weapon? Well, I don't see any mention of a weapon in this case. Do you have a weapon, counselor?
Well, not to brag, but some women have accused me of having a weapon.
Your Honor, that's just too much.
Funny, that's what she said last night.
I'm beginning to get annoyed with you, Wesson. As I was saying, State Attorney Wesson has not proven the elements of the crime. It's she said against she said. Wake up your client, Attorney Smith. Crying. Wake up.
Is it time for bingo?
Attorney Smith, the state has rested. Do you wish to put on a defense? Let me think a minute, Your Honor. Okay, let's try this. When you went, had you gone and had she, if she wanted to and were able, to the time being excluding all the restraints on her not to go, gone also, would you have taken that spot, meaning you and or she with or without her?
Objection, Your Honor. That question ought to be taken out back and shot.
Dismissing that last question, do you have anything else, counsel? I sure wish I had something, Your Honor, but I don't. Well, that's obvious. Very well. Let's go to the jury. All in favor of finding Miss Chase guilty, raise your hands. And all in favor of finding Miss Dodge guilty, raise your hands.
It looks like a tie, Judge.
Yes, we have a hung jury.
Your Honor, I know a little something about being hung.
No. I'm going to dismiss this case and order anger management for each party. Now, ladies, you are both to attend therapy and learn how to control yourselves and your tempers. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you're free to leave. See the probation officer before you go and set up your classes.
This way, ladies.
Is there any way that could be a win for me?
No, sorry. It's a dismissal. No winner. Crap
Language.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Listen, we might have started off on the wrong foot here. My name is Dan, and I'm a man just like any other man. I'm only human.
Got it, Dan the man.
I could offer you companionship at night.
That's why God made TV.
I have over 400 channels on my cable.
And I've got a stun gun.
Hey, listen, leave her alone. I'm ready to proceed.
Remain quiet, court is still in session. All rise, all is risen. All stay seated. The judge is already seated. All be seated, all is well that ends well.
Close enough for government work. Call the next case.
State of Florida versus KND 238. Docket number 2023-471, charged with kidnapping. The parties step forward.
That's his name? KND 238? Actually, Your Honor, that's his license plate. But he uses it as his name now. Why? Mr., can I call you K?
I can start Mr. 238.
Judge, defense requests a psychiatric evaluation. Well, I'd like to hear the details of the case before I pass judgment, if you don't mind. State?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. 238 here claims he's from the year 2275.
2275, huh? And how long have you lived here in Century Village?
Not too long. I don't like it here.
Why not?
Life is so foreign here. Where I come from, we don't have any police or jails or laws.
He must be from New Jersey.
In addition to the time difference, Mr. 238 believes that aliens from the gassy nebula Endor 14 have landed in the Century Village golf course and are sneaking into the clubhouse on movie nights.
In their quest for world domination?
Oh. Your Honor, the Empire has no objection to Attorney Smith's request and suggests we beam this Earthling up to the safe space colony at the state facility.
No, wait. I'd like to hear more. Sir, why do you think there are aliens on the golf course?
Can't you see the pies? They're everywhere.
Pause?
Construction dirt mounds, Your Honor.
They're going to take some of us to their planet.
They're going to want Attorney Wesson for their zoo.
They live over 8,000 light years away.
Whoa, we'll really be racking up those frequent flyer miles, won't we?
One day you'll see we get jumped and tied on and tied up.
Madam Clerk, we could do that on Saturday night.
State. This man has a right to a speedy trial. You want to move along, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. 238 saw a man, Mr. Herb Carpenter, who was on the golf course with a metal detector.
He was getting signals from his home planet. I was just trying to stop him, Judge. I'm a registered UFO soldier. Just go to the year 2270 and you can check my credentials.
Okay. Next time I'm in the neighborhood, I'll do that.
Mr. 238 snuck up behind Mr. Carpenter and hit him with a baseball bat and knocked the man out.
A baseball bat? That's all they've got for weapons in the future?
When I time traveled, I had to be naked.
Oh, that must be a sight.
Well, Mr. 238 then tied up Mr. Carpenter, stashed him in the laundry room so he could go and call the UFO Research Center to come and pick up the alien. The victim suffered a concussion, Your Honor, but he has recovered.
Your Honor,
I hope you show compassion for this pathetic, wretched, empty shell of a human being.
I find that offensive.
I was referring to State Attorney Wesson, Your Honor.
Well, are there any witnesses to this incident?
Yes, Your Honor. The state calls Dave Cornell, also known as Chopper Dave. He works for WKLC Radio as their traffic reporter. He just arrived, so I don't believe he's been sworn in.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You've no need to yell.
He has a bit of a hearing problem from all the years in the chopper, Your Honor.
I saw the whole thing from the air.
Seeing as how he talks so loudly, I'm going to let you ask leading questions, so the answers will be yes or no.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cornell, you can answer yes or no. Did you witness Mr. 238 striking Mr. Carpenter with a bat on February 12th of this year?
I sure did. He crept up behind him and bashed him real good. Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
Again, sir, you can answer yes or no. Please. Then, did you see the defendant dragging the victim across the golf course area?
Yes,
Did you then call the police?
yes.
Good, Your Honor. I have here the police report, the witness statements, the hospital report, and the video footage taken from the helicopter.
Is that all you've got, Counselor?
Well, unless you want the actors from the Falling Star Players to come here and reenact the event, yes. The state rests, Your Honor.
Well, defense.
Mr. Cornell, how far away were you from these purported two men when you allegedly witnessed this so-called act?
I'm a good quarter mile off, but I use my binoculars and the zoom lens. Got it right on his kisser.
I see. The defendant throws himself on the mercy of the court, Your Honor.
That might work. And a judge, Frank's rough exterior is the heart of a puppy.
Yeah, only if she swallowed one.
Well, anything further from either of you?
No, Your Honor.
I'm all out of ideas.
Well, then we will go to the jury. What say you, jury? All in favor of finding this defendant guilty of assault and battery, raise your hand. Anyone find him not guilty? Well, the jury having found the defendant guilty, I now order him held 30 days for a psychiatric evaluation. Officer Catchin, take the defendant to holding.
Come with me, sweetie.
Stay away from me or I'll jump.
I think he's bluffing.
Don't make trouble. Just go with a nice officer.
You can't tell me what to do. I take my orders directly from Satan.
Oh, the big guy, huh?
Yes, he's a big man of nowhere.
Well, he and I go a long way back.
How about if you and I walk with you and we go out that door over there and I make you a nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich? How does that sound?
I think that will be all right.
Good.
All right, we're ready for the next case.
Crumble versus Green, docket number 2023-122. The charge is malicious destruction of property, to wit, a Calvin Klein t-shirt, Your Honor. The defense has filed a motion to dismiss.
Well, why is this not in small claims court?
The article of clothing has a value of over $250, Judge.
No kidding. For a Calvin Klein t-shirt?
You should see what they get for a pair of sunglasses.
All right. Are you ready to proceed?
No, but I will anyway. And my motion to dismiss, Your Honor?
You have no basis listed for a dismissal. That's a rather important piece of the puzzle, don't you think? Denied. I'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. At noontime last Friday, Mrs. Crumble was doing her laundry in the community laundry room. Mrs. Crumble had her favorite Calvin Klein shirt in the dryer when this woman opened the dryer door, took out the garment, and threw it outside of the lawn area. She then proceeded to stomp on it, tore it apart, and ruined the garment. Let me turn to the plaintiff and ask, do you see the defendant in the courtroom tonight?
Of course I do. Don't you recognize her? Do you need glasses?
Man, it's just for an in-court identification.
Well then, yes, I recognize her, even though she's sober today. She's the one who ruined my shirt on purpose.
Oh, I did not. She's a liar. And she wants to get money for a new shirt because she ruined her Calvin Klein by putting it in the hot dryer.
Miss Green, were you with the plaintiff at the time specified on the day in question?
The who, what, when, what?
I withdraw the question, Your Honor. I make a proffer that my client was never even in the area of the laundry room on the date of the alleged offense at noontime.
Well, do you have any witnesses that put her in another part of the community at noon that day?
Well, no, I don't, but my client is very credible, and I ask that you find her testimony credible because she has never done anything incredible, and as incredible as it sounds, my client has never committed any kind of incredulous act or has been denied or has been deemed as incredible in any court in the state. So I ask that you find Miss Crumble's statement incredible and that you find my client's denial completely credible.
Well, I find that statement to be incredible. Well, let's go back to cross-examination of your witness.
Miss Green, I meant to say that when she went, she had gone and she wanted to and were able to, time being included and all restraints on her not to go, would have maybe opened, by she, I mean Miss Crumble, could have ruined her very own shirt. Is that not true?
Counselor, settle down, please. Get to the point.
The point?
You do have a point, don't you?
Yes, somewhere. I'll find it. I apologize, Your Honor, forgive me. I'm just a bit nervous. I have a lot riding on this case.
It's not true. Not a single word of it. I did it. I knew I would never get caught. And it's true. I was found not guilty. But my conscience prevents me from not coming clean. Put the handcuffs on me. I robbed that bank. And I'm going to return all the money.
Officer Ketchum, who is this man?
Beats me, Judge.
Isn't this courtroom 34?
No, that's down the hall on the right.
My bad. Never mind. Carry on. Down the hall on the right, you say, huh?
Down the hall to the
The
right.
next, oh, okay, thank you. To the left, I see. Okay, thank you. Forget I was even here.
Okay, so, anyway, you wanted my point. Here it is. I think Miss Crumble ruined her own blouse and just wants to blame it on Miss Green because Miss Crumble is known to be quite a cheapskate around the village.
Oh, ha! What an awful thing to say about me. Can I sue her for slander?
No, not if it's the truth, and I sent out an investigator to confirm it. All your neighbors said the same thing, so I contend that you lied about Miss Green damaging your property. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Objection! Badgering!
Sustained. Just ask your questions, Counselor.
Why would you place your expensive shirt in a community dryer?
It was on a delicate cycle, for Pete's sake.
I find that highly incredible.
Another incredible. That might be a record.
Judge, I want you to appoint me another lawyer, please.
Why is that?
Because this public defender isn't paying attention to my case.
Do you have any comment on the defendant's motion, Attorney Smith?
I apologize, Your Honor, I wasn't listening. What was the question?
See?
I'm sorry, Miss Green, but you're stuck with Attorney Smith for the moment.
Stuck? Your Honor, I object.
Well, I called him as I see them, Counselor.
But I should be able to get a real lawyer, not some blurry woman who makes the rooms spin around.
Oh, my goodness. For Pete's sake, clean your glasses.
Well, that's better. But Your Honor,
Miss Green, as this is not an offense that can get you jail time, I cannot allow a change in your representation at this time. Work with her the best you can.
but can I tell you something else, Your Honor?
I'm all ears.
Crumble Cakes here is just trying to make trouble for me because she's upset with her husband. Ask her what he said last Friday morning when he woke up.
All right, I'll bite. Miss Crumble, what did your husband say to you on Friday morning when he woke up?
He said, "Good morning, Gladys."
And why did that upset you?
Because her first name is Gladys, her first name.
Ah, the plot thickens.
Let me just say, I think it's Professor Plum with a candlestick in the library. Just kidding. Your Honor?
Not you again.
Funny, that's what I said to her husband the other night.
There's a weapon in this case? Yes. Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
There's no weapon in this case. Didn't you even read the file before we began?
Oh, you're so evil.
Oh, I'm not paying your bill.
Well, Attorney Weston, that's enough. Do you have any other evidence to present to me before I turn to the defense?
I do, Your Honor. I have a surprise witness.
A surprise witness? He can't do that.
Can you do that, Your Honor? I'm afraid he can.
Your Honor, I have an eyewitness. The state calls Mr. William Burns.
Mr. Burns?
Your Honor, before we begin, I want to show you my car. I restored it all by myself. And ooh, this baby
I've had this baby a long time.
Objection, Your Honor, this isn't, don't you dare say incredible. It's unbelievable.
Did she just say unbelievable?
It sure sounded like it.
Well, Mr. Burns,
Well, just a minute now. Hold on. I've almost got it. Oh, darn. How do I get out of Candy Crush? Now the flashlight is on. Here we go. Oh, damn it. Now that's my niece. I called her by mistake. Hi, honey. I can't talk right now because I'm with some very nice people. And I gotta go.
Mr. Burns, put the phone away and pay attention.
Hey, you're kind of bossy, aren't you?
look, Mr. Burns, you seem a bit out of it. Do you know why you're here tonight?
No, not really.
Well, are you confused, Mr. Burns?
Confused? If I had a nickel for every time I got confused, I'd be like, where did this nickel come from? And then there'd be another nickel. And then I'd think, what's with all these nickels? This leading to even more nickels and more confusion. And eventually, I'd be slowly crushed by all these nickels without ever knowing why.
I think he's having some memory issues, Judge.
Come back to us, Mr. Burns. Please, listen to me. I want you to look at these two women. Do you recognize either of them? This one too.
Oh! No, I've never seen them before in my life.
But you, Your Honor, the state rests.
Listen, I have to say, every time I think I've seen and heard it all, you find something else to amaze me with. Officer Catcham, please escort Mr. Burns out of the courtroom.
I'll take you out, sweetie.
Well, I don't think I can go out with you because I'm happily married. And I know so because my wife told me so.
Old people, you can't beat them. What a pity.
Okay, what say you, defense?
Your Honor, I represent this fine, upstanding woman.
Well, yeah. Today she's upstanding. Her liquor cabinet must be dry.
Well, that's enough out of you, man.
The first day, the very first day I met her, I knew she was trouble the minute she puked in her purse.
Oh, what a vile thing to say. My God. I'll have you know that I went to Julia.
Oh, please. You went to Julie's yard and caused a ruckus. That's why she has a restraining order against you.
No, this is not happening.
Pull it together, Deb. Come on.
Okay. As I was saying, I represent this credible...
Oh, here we go again.
Your Honor, I can't do this with all these interruptions. I've lost my place.
Oh, you know, a person can only take so much.
Pull it together, Judge. This is the last case.
You're right. As bad a courtroom as this is, it's my courtroom. Okay, let's proceed. Attorney Smith, Besides your closing statement, do you have any defense you would like to present to me?
I've got nothing, Your Honor, except my client's word that she didn't do it. And I don't know about you, but I find her incredibly credible, and I ask that you also find.
Don't say that word again. I'm going to hold you in contempt and levy a fine on you.
All right, in that case, Your Honor, the defense rests.
Very well. Let's go to the jury. All in favor of a guilty verdict for Miss Green, raise your hand.
Crap. Looks like we have our verdict, Judge. The vote was guilty.
Yes, it was. But there's a problem. The jury may not be aware, but the law provides that the defendant is innocent until proven guilty by the state. And the state has not met its burden in this case. What? Well, this case is basically her word against her word. And I find neither witness to be totally believable. As the state has not provided any evidence that this crime occurred, as a judge of the circuit, I'm going to override the jury's verdict and pronounce this defendant not guilty.
Double clap.
Now, what's the language?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Not guilty? Not guilty? Yes, I did it. I did it. Yes, I did it. Well, actually, the state didn't do it, but the result is the same. Congratulations on your first win, D.D. Smith. I'd like to say nice work, but
I don't care how it happened, Your Honor. I still got my job.
Well, Judge, you didn't want the hassle of public defender Bulldog Sullivan in your courtroom, did you?
oh, I can't stand that woman.
I agree. So how about we get a bite to eat tonight and go talk to her about it behind your back?
You know, you're always hitting on the women around here, but you never stay with anyone. What would you do if you developed something lasting?
I'd take one of these.
Get away from here before I use my gavel.
Be careful, Your Honor. Wesson might like you to use the gavel on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our docket for tonight. The state of Florida would like to thank everyone in the jury for their service. Now listen, I hope I don't ever see any of you here in my courtroom as defendants. And if you see me around the village, don't ask me for legal advice. It makes me cranky. Get it? Cranky.
Listen, Judge, the cleaning ladies asked if they could say something.
Okay.
Ladies.
I'm so glad we had this time. Just to have a laugh or sing a song. We just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. You are all now free to leave, so get out of here. I hope you enjoyed our little play.
Puts on a 3 shows a year, so watch for our annual recordings. Reporter. Let's take a bow now for the ladies. Sandra and Laura. Barbara, Terry, Estelle, Linda. Come on out here.
Hilda, Alan, Terry, Mary, and Felice. I'm Jody. Erwin was our alien. Thank you, Erwin. Come on out here. And Sunny is at the door. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you all for coming. The 50-50 is $90. Plus,
Anybody want to have a signature on
plus a copy of this book, which I have a story in, and I've autographed it. And the winning ticket is 306 314. 306 314.